Well, Mr. 206, I really can't answer for the man, but if you come out here tomorrow morning at like 5:01 sharp, you'll hear him come on at about 5:17, make some noise real quick, and then try to talk to and about Richie. And when he's unsuccessful at that, he'll get back quiet like a mouse back in a hole. And, you putting about 10 pounds in his radio over there in Manhattan, and I guess he don't feel like he wants to talk to his new best friend that he's trying to convince the whole world that you honor him.
Well, I hear you, man. I hear you, brother. I'm just trying to switch the conversation, man. But I guess Mr. Enforcer, he's probably doing his cup of coffee right now. I'll be on the side here, man. I mean, he's on out to the side here till he gets back. Then I'm guessing that he can answer my question in a little bit. That's all. I'll be on the side, man.
All right, I tell you what, I'm gonna go on the side too and wait for him to come back. I got an excellent idea, dude. When you ask him, the answer to the question, or you ask him the question, just be sure to make it real clear for him, the junkie brain, to understand that you're asking him this question all in the interest of truth and justice.
I don't know how more of in a clear way I can put it. See, that's the problem. He's not answering. I asked him the other day. I asked him today. He don't want to answer me, I guess. I don't know.
Well, I really can't vouch for junkieism having a problem with being able to supply correct answers. I'm not sure if that's a characteristic of being a hardcore repeat yourself over and over junkie. My apologies. I do apologize.
And I tell you another thing. He's so stuck on stupid that he doesn't realize that he's a monkey in the middle. He's in Manhattan, I'm over here in Newark, you're over there in Brooklyn. So if I key this radio up, I'm pretty sure, 95% of a chance I'm going to cut you off, Pistol. And then he came up in there, he said we were keying up on each other. But I did it intentionally. I did it. You know what I'm saying? I did it just to ask him that question. But he didn't. I guess he doesn't have balls enough to tell me what does he do. You know what I mean?
Well, I ain't mad at you, because all that does is prove and provide some very clear truth and justice out here. He'll talk to me, and he told you that you're keying on me, and I'm the only guy he wants to try to talk to out here, and I'll blow his radio up. So if he heard you over me, it's clear to say he's hearing your question, and it's just in the interest of truth and justice, that is.
Unless if I'm 6 blocks away from you, like that other Videogate, that falsified Videogate that his buddy did out there. That's not nice, man. You want to do some Videogates? You post these things up the way they're supposed to be done, and you don't fucking cut them off. You don't take guys out the question. Oh, by the way, yesterday I had a guy calling me saying, well, he was complaining on the radio too. He says that I might be running my RF gain shot in my squelch because every time he's in my radio, his signal is a little low. So all my video gates from now on, I'm going to record my knobs, and the phone is going to be pointing straight at the radio like it has been, but you're going to see the position on the knobs, so I don't have these guys complaining.
Well, Mr. 206, running the CB shops I do, if the man clearly states that he's in your radio real good, but he is really low and thinks you're messing with the squelch or your gain, the first thing I would tell him is, sir, take care of your dead shorted, off the scale SWR antenna.
I tried to explain to him, you're a duck. That's why. The knobs are the way they are. The way I set them in the morning is the way that they be set when I go home later. I don't touch no knobs. The only knob I touch the volume and I touch the mic gain. That's all.
All right, in the interest of truth and justice, I'm going to get back quiet and see if there's any truth that want to justify the airwave. I'm back in my hole. Ain't that a bitch? Mr. Truth and Justice is a loser.
Well, this Portuguese hammer is going to say top of the morning, midnight, and top of the morning, Mr. J. Once again, I don't know if you guys heard me before. While 127, my friend out there, Richie, and Mr. Enforcer out there, they were keying up. And in between keys, I said top of the morning, channel 19 a couple of times. So if I didn't get through, it's just another normal thing anyway. But I'll say it again, top of the morning, channel 19. I'm back quiet.
You know, I have no choice but in the interest of truth and justice to label that last video gate where he came in and ran so quick. Quickest runaway ever. The King of New York. Displaying, showing and proving. And if the video gate does not show that as a truthful justified title, kindly comment on it. Look at the little bitch. Hey, Eddie, your crew of coked out birds ain't doing so good, Eddie.
Man, a frontal picture. He's short as fuck, man.
Yeah, check it out. You know, Eddie's got to be the '1 ghost talker to and about Richie I've ever heard in other people's video gates. I have to say his new strategy is to utilize 206's video gate as much as he can, because he don't get too much airplay in the Brooklyn side. His new slim fast radio just can't cut the mustard.
Fucking shithole, what do you expect?
Yeah, what do you expect, Daddy? What do you expect, Daddy? What do you expect, Daddy?
Yeah, what about it? Top of the morning, Spanky. I heard you before, brother. Top of the morning, Spanky. Small fry waiter. Yeah, top of the morning. That's crazy. I know what you mean, man. I know what you mean. That is fucked up. Don't get me started, man. I gotta take this shit myself. Jimmy Jam. Yeah, do what you gotta do. I'll see you in a while. Nice and quiet. Crackhead free, junkie free, Richie free. They call me enforcer of truth and justice. The American way.
What a joke. What a joke.
Here you go, you're back. Hey, enforcer, what title do you got over there at Local 342? What do you do for work, man? All you need to know, I'm a union brother. 8206, all you need to know that I'm a union worker. I pay taxes, I pay my dues, and I'm here to provide a service.
And that makes him allowed to tell all the lies in the world. Ask him if all that is an authorization to come out here and tell lies and stories and implications like you're his best new friend.
Six, I'm really surprised at you, brother.
Well, I didn't get everything, man. Looks like Richie got the upper hand on you today. I didn't get everything. Hey, Richie, hold on 1 second. Hold on.
All right, I promise in the interest of truth and justice, I will sit quiet. But I'm going to tell you right now, he really doesn't answer questions. He skirts them with a long story for an answer that has nothing to do with the question you asked, hoping the public would get thrown off. The King of New York, I'm going to sit quiet now.
Yeah. So my 5-watt against his kilowatt. That's not a fair match.
Well, I'll tell you what, the kilowatt going to be quiet because he don't want you saying that you're going against him. I'm back in my quiet chair. He's all yours, 206.
Richie does against 200 in the coming future. That's after the unwrapping, but that's all good, man. Like I said, if you didn't hear it...
Wow, he's only unwrapping 200 watts, that's it? Nah, he gets another dB and a half. He'll scratch me up and take me out in some places, at least until I raise the antenna.
And I am a union worker. I'm a civil servant, and I'm drug-free. I get randomly drug tested. Do you understand what that means? Randomly drug tested. That means at any given time. So, you see, I can't be a junkie like Richie would love me to be. Richie would love for me to be his smoking partner. But see that, Richard, I don't even smoke cigarettes. I got clear lungs. That's why I can go 21-0, Richard. Undefeated, undisputed.
Hey guys, tell him to bring his Kevlar gloves to Richie because you want to see his 22-0.
206, you need to stop sweating your union brother. And you need to address the problem out here, the cancer, which is Richie 127. He's the main problem out here, and the only problem. He provides nothing but rhetoric and disturbance for you drivers. Remember that. They call me the force of truth and justice, the American way. I'm having my last cup of Jack, and I gotta get out of here shortly. I'm gonna be picking me up in a few. They call me the enforcer, 250 of truth and justice, the American way, brother. And I'm back out.
Well, I tell you what, I don't care if you got 1 watt, 5 watts, if you're a faggot, if you're gay, if you're bisexual. That's not the question I asked you. What do you do? What's your title? Don't avoid my question.
I don't care if you're gay, if you're homosexual, if you like men, that's not my problem, that's not my concern. I already gave you the answer. If you're too drugged up to understand and comprehend, that's not my problem. All you need to know, I'm a unionized worker. I've been so for over 20 years. That's all
God,
you
he
need to know.
talks like me. He's getting
You
so
have way
good.
too much interest in me, boy. You need to go find yourself a woman. I'm sorry, but I'm not gay. I'm not bisexual.
I can't talk to you. I'm sorry, I can't talk to this guy, man.
But I just provide a service to the good people of New York, whether that be picking up garbage, my fires,
He's avoiding my
or cracking
question.
heads.
He's repeating what I'm telling him. I don't give a fuck if he's on good, if he takes it up or not, if he likes to suck
I have
dicks.
impeccable record.
It's his business. It's not my
206.
business. My question is,
You're way too interested in my personal life. I'm not interested, brother. I like women.
what is
I
your
gotta get out of
title?
here.
I'm the driver.
Let's get close to
What's
that
your
time.
title? What do
I
you
gotta
do?
finish up what I'm
I
doing.
don't give a fuck what you do in the union. 5 watts, $1 kilowatt,
They call me a forcer of truth and justice.
answer the question.
Truth
What do you
and
do?
exposing the crackheads and the crooks and the junkies for who and what they are.
He can't do that there, 206. He was on the key the whole time with you, but yeah, his personal life or him answering that question is not important in truth and justice. But him out here coming up and making up every story in the sun that he can concoct about other people's personal life is the truth and justified issue. I'm going to get back quiet here and see if Mr. Food Worker or Mr. Janitor Worker, Mr. Union Man, because that union only handles those two positions. And that's that.
Me over that crackhead 127?
Well, I don't know, man. I don't know. You know, it just proves to me that this guy is so stuck on stupid, man. But let him run his mouth. Don't give us
You hear me over that other junkie 206? He's on the Jersey side.
He's on out to the side.
Hey, you hear me over 206? I know you hear me over the junkie 127. But you got a boy over 206.
got you right on. Well, right now he's got US 1 over there in Union holding his hand. So maybe US 1 can relay your question. I know your question about his personal life, he says, is irrelevant. But what's very important and very justified as truth out here is him concocting and making up any story he could about anybody he hears in his radio's personal life. Like for the last 72 hours, he's been talking about you for the last 3 days because, you know, to him you're a new guy and, you know, not frickin' frack. And, the public got to witness, his game card here and, it's exposing him. He feels highly embarrassed. So what I'm going to do, 206, is I'm going to sit back quiet. And he was just ready to run out of here till US 1 came to hold his hand. Maybe he will answer your question. Or maybe he'll tell you just exactly what kind of truth it is he provided out here that can be proven. Maybe you can get an answer to that one. Radio cut off. Well, the way he tells you, me to take meds and you to take meds, it sounds like that he's trying to imply and to listen to that he's involved in personal life. I don't know what he does in his personal life, but I do know that he feels he's God out here, and he wants to paint everybody in his image. And the last 72 hours for you have been clear proof of that. The King of New York, and I'm like, why?
I keep telling these clowns out here, they keep on buying bigger.
I don't know. Well, what is it he keeps telling clowns out here? Audio. Only thing he been telling people out here is that he is a clown who's out here lying constantly. And we don't have to work hard, I or you, to bring that out. The King of New York, rockin' on.
They think I'm some kind of new jack, US 1. Tell 206 over there in Newark.
Wow, he's got the known citizen band, tri-state homosexual faggot. He's begging for that faggot to tell 206 about him. Nobody got to tell 206 about you. The public knows about you, everything that you came out here to do. They know all the justified truth. NYC Radio Wars on YouTube. The first video and the last 3 videos are going to rock your world. It'll be the best half hour of your lives. NYC Radio Wars, the playlist. The first video and the last 3 are going to rock you out. The King of New York, 206, he's all yours. I'm down and out.
That's how you're forced to been out here for a long time. Many years. You're not talking to no new jack out here. Because if I could do what I do.
Squash on the new jack. Squash on the new jack. Just like his lover, Richie 206, I got 4 years of video gates across the band. You got 3. Can you find enforcer in any of them? Any of them before mine or yours in the last year and a half? In the interest of truth and justice, I didn't want to have to point it out like that.
Give me a cup of coffee. Well, that's my buddy, US 1 over there. US 1 is my buddy. That's my buddy up there in Union City. That's El Alcalde. That's my buddy out there, Richie. US 1, I just want one thing. Hey, do you hear me over 206 US 1? Because you're in Jersey. I got no problems with anybody else, man. 206 is in New Jersey and Gabriel just want to make this an historical event. And you know what I do. Man in Jersey, by the name of US 1. I've known you just many years. But I was expecting a
just like US 1.
What does he do? Does he
Well, he's crying like a baby about your 32 bill right now to US 1. But seeing as US 1 is your buddy, and that's his favorite person to bail him out and hold his hand out here, I personally am going to get back quiet. I'm sure between you and US 1, y'all can get all the answers you want out of him. Two of his buddies talking to him right. I'm going to get back quiet at 206. Radio cut off.
It's just a mess, man. I kind of hear everyone out there, and then all of a sudden I got all this external speaker is just revving, man. But yeah, he's my buddy. US 1, he's my buddy up there, Union City. I call him Alcalde. And I'm up there in Union City, man. New Jersey, South Carolina. We do a lot of skips. I got a lot of skips on Puerto Rico and US 1. I got a lot of guys
Well, I'll tell you what. Make your contact with US 1 right now. Make your contact, and then you yell at US 1, you and US 1 get the answer out of him. That's how you're going to get his attention. Make contact with your other buddy, and open the door. Watch this. I'm back live.
Just wanted to make that confirmation. I wanted to confirm that. And God
Radio cut off, radio cut off, radio cut off. I'm back out.
You do come out here more